I've probably got to take a wee bit of share of the blame for that one, if I'm honest. Starting the first half, no real intent, really passive on and off the ball. Lose two really poor goals. I think the first goal in the Premier League's massive, Brian, in terms of confidence it brings to the opposition, and the confidence probably from a negative perspective, draining away for the players a wee bit of self-belief, here we go again type thing. So Mo makes a huge error in the game, and it doesn't matter what shape, formation, coaching information you're giving players, it's just a moment in the game that we can't control. And they go one up, it's a good finish with Brophy. The second one we don't go in with the striker tight enough, but when they spin, Mo's got to get a wee bit tighter to Brophy, but I don't think there's anybody else in the league you could give Brophy 20 of them for that angle, and I don't think he's scoring, or he's not putting it in the same area that he beats Jamal. Brophy's all about pace and power, and he just puts his foot through it, catches it sweet, and he goes in the top bin, and you find yourself 2-0 down. Had to change the shape to get back into the game. That was nothing to do with the personnel in the park, if I'm honest. Shins and Stephen were just a wee bit unlucky that it was him that came off, because it could have been anyone. But we needed to bring more of an attacking threat to the game. Went to a 2 up top, got ourselves back in the game. At that point, speaking to my staff, and I was going to change our shape, I'm thinking 3 points behind. That's maybe not the worst case scenario to be here, but I thought we had a lot of positive momentum behind us at that stage, and I thought we had enough in the game to go and win the game. And hindsight's a wonderful thing. We've got to do better with the sucker punch goal. We've got to do better collectively, but I include myself in that mix. It always hurts, it doesn't matter type of goal you lose coming back down the road, sitting on a bus. You've got time to reflect, haven't you? So it's always going to be a sore one. The manner of losing the game is going to make it feel a little bit sorer where we are in the league, so it all kind of goes against you. But I got off the bus ready to go, looking forward to the Motherwell game, and that's kind of my personality, and I need to make sure that my personality is coming across to the players in terms of we've got a chance to fix this on Wednesday night. I do believe it's not done and dusted. The gap 6 points, 11 games to play. I think if we can go and pick up 3 points on Wednesday night, all going well, tomorrow night maybe it's St Mirren, Ross County, I think probably throw St Johnstone into that mix as well. If we can go and claw 3 points back from somewhere, it puts a wee bit of pressure on the teams above us. The teams above us will be saying the same things to their players, can we go and open up that gap? So I can really only focus on my group and the Motherwell game on Wednesday, and we'll do our post-match stuff today. After I speak to you guys, we'll come into our post-match stuff and we'll put it to bed, and I've kind of managed that way my whole entire time at Livingston, and that's how I intend to manage going forward. We'll put it to bed, and it's for these reasons. I don't think you can afford to have an overhang in the building, especially the position we're in. Brian, I maybe sound a wee bit deluded to people outside the building, but I genuinely believe we've got enough to stay in this league. I genuinely believe that, and I need to make sure the players believe that also. But again, inconsistencies, and you probably look at inconsistencies throughout the bottom 4, bottom 3. That's probably the story of the season when you're down in those positions, is getting that consistency in your game. That's the difficult part, but do I genuinely believe that we've got enough to stay in the league? I do, but is that enough to keep us in the league? It's not. But again, it's up to me to make sure the players are focused on the Motherwell game and to go out there and try and pick 3 points up, and that's what we're going to do. I think Stuart's turned the corner with them slightly. I think they bring a big attacking threat to the game. They're very good at home, decent on the road, but they're very good at home, and credit to Stuart and his staff. He went through a difficult spell himself, and he's managed to turn the corner, so to speak. I watched the game yesterday, I thought they were brilliant in the first half. Thought they were value for money yesterday. The game went on, Celtic kept going. It's that resilience that the top teams have got. They kept pushing.
For, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we're all looking for it, not just me. Everybody's looking for it. Every manager, every member of staff, every group of players, you're looking for that resilience. But I thought they were, going back to Motherwell, I thought they were very, very good in the game. A wee bit unfortunate not to take anything from the game. Penrice potentially, wee Pats is probably a wee bit early for him. It's maybe a wee bit early for Sean also. But we had Jack Hamilton sitting on our bench on Saturday, and that was really That was just to put a goalie on the bench. Jack couldn't have went on the park on Saturday for us, but I didn't want to travel to Ross County with one goalie on the bench. And then the message to the Ross County players are, so I had to put Jack on the bench, but to be genuinely honest, if Shamal had picked up an injury, Jack wouldn't have been available. Christian Montano, it was probably a couple of days early for Christian. I kind of pulled him out his prehab and asked him to sit on the bench for me. Wasn't he probably quite ready to sit on the bench? So Christian's probably going to be a couple of days better off going into this game, so he's going to be contention for the starting 11. Michael McGovern's came back from illness. Stephen Bradley and Michael missed out in the squad on Saturday. Michael was an early call Friday morning, and Stephen was a late call on Wednesday. Both of them with high fevers, so they missed that. So both of them will return to training today. Christian, albeit was on the bench, probably wasn't available, but will be available now, if that makes sense. Penrice will get another couple of days training and we'll assess that one. Pittman, probably a week too early for wee picks, 7 to 10 days too early, and it's probably very similar with Sean Donnelly.